uno de los nombres que salta Hércules dentro de la mala temporada que tuvo el equipo fue Justin Ekeler, el corredor de los cargadores de Los Ángeles, que está hoy con nosotros en el programa. Justin Ekeler, welcome to Ahora o Nunca. How's it going?
Hey, thank you for having me on. I appreciate that.
You're brushing up on your Spanish, right, Austin?
Yeah, I understood everything you just said.
Awesome.
I don't speak Spanish, no.
Living in LA, I'm sure you're in contact with a lot of people that speak Spanish. Is your Spanish going to improve maybe if you have a long career with the Chargers in Los Angeles?
I could see that happening. Yes, that could definitely be a possibility. I feel like a lot of people just kind of understand when they talk to me, like, oh, he doesn't speak Spanish. But I've had some conversations, even with like roommates and stuff, just trying to talk Spanish, but very slowly, not very, very formal.
Sure. Before we start talking about football, Austin, let me ask you, how tired are you and probably the rest of your teammates with us fans talking about fantasy football? Are you just over that? Are you over people asking you about fantasy football?
I'm never over fantasy football, and here's why. Because we wear all this gear and stuff like that, so people don't really get to see our faces. But when we have fantasy football, they get to see our face. They know who I am. They might not even be a fan of the Chargers, but they're a fan of me because I did well for their fantasy team. So I embrace fantasy as much as I can. I'll talk fantasy with fans all day long. And yeah, I love it just because it gives us another layer of exposure.
Let's talk about the beginning. What's going through your head when Tyrod Taylor has his lung punctured and Justin Herbert has to come in and he all of a sudden just explodes as you're seeing the maturation of what is this player, as you're seeing him progress? What's going through your mind?
It was so strange because that's something you've never heard about. Like, what happened to Tyrod? Like, what? Like, when does that ever happen? Never. And so it was just kind of a shock. And then, Justin ended up starting game 2 and played pretty well. And then by the time Tyler was healthy, it was like, well, Justin's playing at such a high level. It's like, how could you take this guy out? And I think he pretty much solidified his role and hopefully, makes a good run for Rookie of the Year. Put on a show that, I don't think any rookie quarterback has, and it's been a great time playing with him. But yeah, I definitely feel for Tyrod though, just because he only had one chance to kind of show what he had, and then that was kind of basically just swept away from him just because Justin Herbert was playing lights out.
Was there like one specific moment during the season that made you go, wow, this guy's really special, Justin Herbert's really special? Was there one moment, one play that you can recall?
There wasn't one moment, and I think that's what made it so obvious that he should be the starter, is because there was several moments that it's like, dang, this guy's good. And I think that's why he was able to solidify his role, because he showed several times whether it be him throwing the ball downfield for deep balls, whether he's using his feet to run for first downs and making guys miss, or whether he's running outside the pocket and throwing down the field, or just decision making, things like that, and just calling plays, adjusting the offense. I think he just showed that he can do it all, and he can play at this level and play at a high level. So there's not one point. He definitely saw some mistakes in there, but especially as a rookie, you're expecting a few, but he made so little that it was like, this is really impressive.
Listen, as a LA Chargers season ticket holder myself, I was very disappointed that we didn't get a chance to see you guys play, but I'm sure we'll be there next season to see this renewed LA Chargers with a new head coach. How much football do you watch now that you guys are in the offseason, but the playoffs are all over the place? How much football do you watch, and who do you think is going to make it all the way to play Super Bowl 55?
Yeah, so right now I'm usually watching teams that I know some people personally on, or just teams that are like really interesting to watch. And like, I like watching Derrick Henry. Obviously they got shut out, but like now it's like I'm just watching the Chiefs right now, seeing what they're doing, see if they can keep their excitement going. Obviously they didn't play this last week, but they're gonna be playing this week. So I don't know. I just like to see good football when we're done. And I'm not like a hater on anyone else, so I just like to see good, competitive football games. I like to see running backs make plays, because that makes me happy, because I want to see the boys get paid. Yeah.
Before we let you go, tell us all about fan control football. I was reading about it and I thought it was super interesting. Tell us how you're involved with it and how can people, the fans, actually become a part of it?
Right. So fan-controlled football is all about what the title says, fan-controlled football. So as a fan, as a viewer, you're going to be able to basically make decisions that are put in front of you. For instance, right now we're deciding the rules. Is 1 foot in or 2 foot in or 2 feet in a catch? And it's the rules like that. So actually the jerseys just officially got released. So here's the Wild Aces. That is my team. There it is, the Wild Aces. And so you would basically, long story short, you associate yourself with a team. You just get a little login, and then you can make votes for your team that you associated yourself with. So my team is the Wild Aces, and that was our jersey choice. The name of it was chosen by the fans, the logo, all of it. And so moving forward, once we get past the rules, I believe we're starting up in February. Fans will also be able to call the plays for the players on the field. So how that works is there'll be a poll that's streamed on Twitch is where the games will be, and there'll be a few plays on the screen that you can decide from, and you'll put your vote in, and the majority vote will go in as the play, and then it'll go down to the field, and then that play will be ran. And so you get to be a GM. You also get to draft the team, so you get to draft all the players. So you're really, as a fan, immersed into this fan control football league. And so it's just a different little concept we're gonna have some fun with during this off season, and I'm looking forward to it.
Can you put the jersey up again? Because very briefly, I saw the Ahora or Nunca colors there. You see that, Mao? How would you like a big Ahora Nunca logo right in the center?
That's our show's colors. There you go.
There it is.
Hey, while we got you here, listen, big playoff picture. Obviously, Super Bowl's coming around. I know you have a vested interest for your friends, but I'm from Vegas. If you were going to pick one team to take it all, where should my money go?
Ooh, I don't know if anyone's going to beat the Chiefs right now, man. They got it going on. So I'm gonna put my money on Mahomes, on the half a $1 billion man.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Is there a specific type of head coach that you believe will actually improve all the talent? Because the Chargers are probably the most attractive team with a head coach opening right now. So is there a specific type of head coach that you believe will help you guys, will help this roster reach the next level?
If I could answer that, I feel like I'd be a GM. But as a player, all I know is that I would like someone that's going to come in and set their standard and hold everyone to that standard, whether you're a coach, player, anybody in the building. And so that's what I really look forward to, is just seeing, what our coach's mindset is about as far as the mentality of his football team and how he wants us to be on the field and, in the meeting rooms. I'm just looking for more of that. And then it just will be their type of play style is what would be the main difference. And, we'll see if we can make some chemistry and make it work.
It'll be very, very interesting to watch you guys again. That's a loaded roster. You guys have great players, and you have a young quarterback who's going to be a superstar for the long haul. Austin Ekeler, remember, te lo voy a decir en español, Fan Control Football. Pueden ir a la página de internet, usar el hashtag, el control de los aficionados. Todo lo vamos a poner en nuestra información en Ahora o Nunca. Austin Ekeler, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck for next season. Stay healthy, stay safe. Muchas gracias, Austin Ekeler.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate you guys.